Yo, what it do, people? So I'm right here. I'm gonna just show you guys a few videos. Um, pretty much talk about a little bit about what's going on. But check this shit out, dude. Okay, first of all, fuck, I can't stand this fucking dumb bitch. I swear. There's so many fucking retarded ass people fucking doing this shit, which is they're all part of the same fucking system of fucking retarded fucking degenerates. All right, they're they like to them they get off on this shit. This is like to me this is like the worst form of witchcraft or fuckery or sensatory bullshit, auditory bullshit in the fucking face of the earth. Like this shit is like these fucking people, I swear, bro, like if I could say a fucking how vile and like disgusting and like every fucking word in the fucking dictionary. Like these people, I don't know what the fuck they call this, but if anybody can comment and tell me what the fuck this shit is, because this is just like, I mean, just look at her. Look at anybody that's doing it. They're crying for attention. They're crying for like they don't know how to communicate like regularly, so they like fucking with people. That's like their only way of doing it. And like people that are sensitized, like there's different ways of sensitization. So certain people, they're not on this frequency. So when they hear this shit, it doesn't sit well with them. And then the majority of the population, the fuckery fucking people that are in gang stalking, most of these fucking gang stalkers and all these fucking perp ass motherfuckers, they like this shit. So if you look at this fucking pathetic loser right here. Alright, cause I can't fucking listen to this shit anymore. Oh my god, so I swear, dude, just listening to that shit, like it's so fucking annoying that you can't stop listening to it, and it's so fucking like I don't know, dude. It's alright. I'm gonna tell you guys exactly how I feel when I'm listening to that shit. It's activating some fucking weird shit in fucking side of me that is like, it's fucking weird, dude. It's just like something makes me want to keep listening to it, and then but it's so fucking annoying. It's fucking weird as fuck, dude. I can't explain it, but the more that I listen to it, I'm like, oh, I can't stop listening. And then that shit, all I know is that shit some weird ass shit, like some demonic shit. And I don't like that shit. I like soothing fucking ocean sounds, fucking water, fucking running and shit. All that shit, honestly, these motherfuckers, they're being fed stupid shit and they're going along with it like fucking idiots that they are. But there's a lot of people that have been coming up. I used to see one chick doing that shit on TikTok. One chick. Now I see like fucking over like 2-3 dozen people doing that shit. Because for some reason, so many fucking people like that shit. And, oh man, I can't get that shit out of my fucking head now, bro. Fucking nasty ass shit. Anyways, let me show you some shit that actually has substance and not fuckery like these fucking retards. Alright, let me show you guys some substance real quick. Alright, so hopefully this video doesn't get taken down. I don't give a fuck. So as you guys know, fucking Nikola Tesla been made free energy and shit like that, and you know, you might see some women on here, but you know, a guy fucking, you know, got to glance at some females sometimes, but mainly this is just food for thought. This is all just to help not to fucking get your mind clusterfucked and be listening to fucking bullshit fucking the rest of your fucking life. You know what I mean? Like, these motherfuckers go to sleep to that fucking weird ass shit.
So if the world goes to crap and you can't get to a doctor, what are you going to do if you get sick? Is there one herb out there that is like the king of all kings? Yes, my friends, there is. Oregano. All you're going to do is fill your jar halfway up with dried oregano. Once you get it halfway filled up, you're just going to fill it with organic extra virgin olive oil. Once you get it filled up, you're going to want to stir it around so that it's all mixed up. Once you mix it up, you're probably going to have to add a little more extra virgin olive oil because it's all mushed down. You're going to set this in a dark, cool place for 4 to 6 weeks. At the end of that 4 to 6 weeks, you're just going to strain it out, put it in a dark jar, and anytime you feel yourself coming down with a sickness, take a dropper full. This is a natural antibiotic. Got an earache? Put a few drops in your ear. Got a bad wound? Apply some to the wound. This will be your best friend when the world goes. Alright, so if the world goes...
Alright, there's another one, people. So, let me find some more for y'all.
Hi, my name is Grant, and this is a 1998 Ford Explorer Sport. Now, I'm not sure if you're familiar with this out. Well, technically, it's a hydrogen-on-demand hybrid. What we have here is distilled water with 1 teaspoon of baking soda used as a catalyst. We tickle that water with 12 volts of electricity, and what it does is it separates the hydrogen from the oxygen. That gas is then sent into the combustion chamber, where I was formerly getting a 30% burn. That's right, in all of your gas vehicles, you only get a 30% fuel burn, which translates to 70% of your fuel, of your gas, comes out of your tailpipe. Now, however, I'm getting a 100% burn in my combustion chamber, which means a few benefits. Number one, after a couple hours of running hydrogen, it had blown years of deposits out of my engine. My engine actually idles so quietly in city traffic I can't even hear it. My torque increased, my horsepower increased significantly. And like I said, right now I'm getting 56% better gas mileage highway, and I'm getting 35% better gas mileage city. Safety. Of course, that's a huge concern here. We're talking about hydrogen.
Okay, so
God, it's gonna blow. Just
it's safe to use because there's not really that much hydrogen. Anyways, this is an idea. I mean, probably works. I'm not sure, but if it did work, I mean, dude, everybody's using fucking gas and all this bullshit, bro. And like, if we could use this, it just goes to show you how greedy and the fucking shit that these motherfuckers are doing to keep us, you know, in debt and everything. It's just clockwork fucking bullshit.
Bro, ain't none of this shit real. Like, none of it. Fucking weekends, holidays, poor, rich, good, bad, disrespectful. conspiracy by language, because language is just a conspiracy agreed upon against with a bunch of fucking people. Half the shit that you know you wouldn't even fucking believe if it wasn't taught to you by another motherfucker that believed it. If I didn't teach you that what was good, you would think what was bad was good. For your good, that somebody's bad. For your rich, that somebody's poor. For your pretty, that somebody's ugly. None of that shit is real. That shit is all relative. It's all perspective based. Your whole reality is defined by you. Who the fuck? So who fucking is creating your reality? You, your parents, your grandma, the government, your mama. Who the fuck is doing that? Your whole purpose of life is life itself, to be fucking alive. But nobody learns how to master themselves, so we move around and we say shit like, I'm offended, you made me mad. But in reality, I couldn't stand here and be joyful if I... Bro.
Up, because we're going for a ride. What does this and this have in common? Everything. The atheists that love this movie might not like it after this. And who knows? They might. Did you know that the word matrix is actually founded in the Bible 21 times? But the definition of matrix in the Bible is meaning something or someone born. A surrounding or pervading substance or element, which something forms or develops, which would be the womb or the uterus of a woman. It is where the offspring grows. And the word is derived by Latin. But what has it got to do with this? So as some of you know, that the Matrix actually based its whole story off the Eastern times of the Bible, during the Nimrod and Babylon times. For example, Nebuchadnezzar being the name of the ship. I had to write this down because I was so excited. The three films depict a future in which human beings live in a simulated reality resembling modern-day New York. Unaware that they are enslaved by sentient machines, several individuals wake up and begin mounting a resistance eventually led by a foretold savior, Neo. So because Nebuchadnezzar was the ship's name, in the book of Daniel, Daniel interpreted Nebuchadnezzar's dreams. And we all know the captain of the ship's name is Morpheus, which comes from the name of the Greek god of dreams. Well, okay, they named some stuff after things and whatever, what else? So if you've ever paid attention, this is Agent Smith, and he has a license plate on the front of his car, reading IS 5416, which means Isaiah 54:16, which states, hold on, this is Agent Smith. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work, and I have created the waster to destroy. And if you're still a little, that could be anything. Here's another one. On the ship states Mark number 3, number 11, which is stating Mark 3, verse 11. And whenever the unclean spirits saw him, they fell down before him and cried out, "You are the Son of God," which basically scripts that Neo is the Messiah, and he has come to free the people who are lost. So basically, the Matrix is the idea of the fall, preservation, and the final rise of humanity. And they do this in using the use of the city of Zion. It is basically the book of Revelation, also known as the Apocalypse of John.
You guys need to see this video. She tried to tell us before she passed away.
Now, you want to fast right now? Somebody said you're
Yes,
fasting.
I am.
How long is the fast going to last?
40 days.
And where are you now?
11.
And how does it feel?
Feels wonderful.
Do you have any food at all? Any substance?
Well, no, I drink juice, water, drink sea moss.
Sea moss.
Sea moss.
Now, what does that do for you?
Sea moss, well, see, the body is comprised of 102 minerals, and sea moss is 99 of them.
No kidding.
So
you're feeling good?
yeah.
You guys need to see.
Quick thought. Men, my guys, if you go,
You do this.
quick thought. Men, my guys, if you go 7 days without releasing no sexual energy, you increase your testosterone by 45%. That means the longer you go without releasing, the more attractive and appealing you become to women. And the more healthy you become as a male. The more stronger you become, the more
You do this fasting, there's so many benefits. Number one, I'll just rattle them off basically. There's a thing called brain-derived neurotropic factor that is released. And that makes your brain brighter, smarter. You can actually grow new cells and neuroplasticity as well, which is fascinating. But we never thought that this was possible, that our brains can actually grow back. So BD, brain-derived neurotrophic factor. And then when you do feed yourself afterwards, there's a release of stem cells into your bodies. These things don't happen under normal circumstances when you're constantly eating. So this stem cell mobilization is fascinating information. Growth hormone. During fasting, you get growth hormone. You get more growth hormone production during fasting than at any other time. So your growth hormone allows you to maintain your muscles and repair. That's fascinating stuff that's going on inside your physiology when you are in the fasting mode, which you wouldn't at other times. And then there's this thing called autophagy. And I know that a lot of people talking about autophagy, and you know about autophagy, but for the audience, I'm just going to tell them that when you're running out of fuel and substances not coming in, you're going to take all your intracellular redundant parts of your cells and say, you know what? I'm just going to use these for energy because I need energy, right? So under the circumstances of fasting and some ketone production, you're going to take your intracellular organelles that are redundant and you're going to basically package them into lysosomes and basically export them out of the cell so that the body can utilize them. Now, what you've just done is you've cleaned up the intracellular debris, as it were. And same thing with old mitochondria. You're going to get rid of your old mitochondria because the body is now saying, you know what, I'm out of fuel here in the house. My fire is getting down. Well, there's this old piece of furniture. I'm going to burn this old piece of furniture. That's what it's doing. It's getting rid of redundant furniture. Now, when you feed yourself again, those parts are going to be replaced. So the science is now showing that when you clean up your mess in your cells and then you do feed yourself again, you're going to get new mitochondria. You're going to get better intracellular functions, and energetics is going to get better in the cell. So I have found, especially right now with everything that's going on with post-COVID and the patients coming in with no energy whatsoever, and I tell them to do fasting, the energy gets better. And I said, why is that? It's because they're getting mitophagy, their mitochondria are getting better. They're getting new, better mitochondria. So the fasting process is not just about losing weight. It's about changing your entire cellular mechanisms, and we're supposed to have that. That's what keeps us young. Our telomeres also get longer when we're doing this. They don't shorten so fast, I should say.
Of course, the military is very involved. Invisible buildings and invisible vehicles. We provide new ideas, and it's society that decides, how new technologies will be used. Because of course we envision this being used on the skin. We want everything to be safe. If this stuff gets onto the wrong hands, reverse engineered by people who wish to do harm. I mean, it sounds like a movie or something, but that's the kind of thing I think that keeps me up at night a little. To eat meat? Do you think it's safe to eat meat?
I personally don't think it's safe to eat it because of the fact how the line speeds are increasing and also our inspectors are not well trained enough. At the present time, the line speed now is going about 220 cows an hour. That gives you about somewhere around 4 cows per minute, so that's 15 seconds per cow.
These dangerous slaughter speeds means that animal waste ends up everywhere. Testing shows 88% of pork chops are contaminated with fecal bacteria, 90% of ground beef, and 95% of chicken breast sample contain animal waste bacteria. There is nothing clean about eating this way. But it just isn't waste, it's also pus-filled infections.
You can see there's a bump or some kind of abscess underneath the hide. Most of the time when the hide's pulled off, either that will open up the abscess and the pus will come out, or if it's deep-seated, when the inspectors are doing their work or the company employees, they might stick their knife into an abscess and it explodes all over the place.
Do you think it's...
Fucking sick.
Can't do it. No Christian rap. We just switched to 6th Street right now in Austin, Texas as well. And basically, like, look around here. Like, look at the chaos. How easy would it be to just fall into the frame, like, letting this hectic environment, like, dictate to me how I should feel? If I looked around, I'd be, like, studying my head, like, oh, my God, people around, filming, oh, my God. But it's like, no, dictate the fucking rhythm. It doesn't affect me. Like, you should feel the same right now as if you're in, like, a room isolated by yourself. It's completely irrelevant. Be decisive. Assert your reality. Don't fall into the little permission boy frame of looking around and being a slave to your emotions. Like, look at this. I feel nothing. Being shoved. Girls, guys, people screaming. You know, kisses. I feel the same. We just switched to 6th Street right now in Austin, Texas as well. And
All right, this is a good advice for like people that are being gang stalked. When you're going out there, like, don't pay attention to that shit. Like, I guess don't feed it. Fuck them, you know, fuck their fucking pussy asses. You gotta be savage and just establish your own reality, like he just said.
basically, like, look around here. Like, look at the chaos. How easy would it be to just fall into the frame, like, letting this hectic environment, like, dictate to me how I should feel? If I looked around, I'd be, like, studying my head, like, oh, my God, people around, filming, oh, my God. But it's like, no, dictate the fucking rhythm. It doesn't affect me. Like, you should feel the same right now as if you're in, like, a room isolated by yourself. It's completely irrelevant. Be decisive. Assert your reality. Don't fall into the little permission boy frame of looking around and being a slave to your emotions. Like, look at this. I feel nothing. Being shoved. Girls, guys, people screaming. You know, kisses. I feel the same. We just switched to 6th Street right now.
The thing is what I don't understand is why is everybody so negative towards him? I don't know if this guy's targeted or what, but they must know what he's trying to, the message that he's trying to get across, and all of them are reacting to it because he's not paying attention to them. That's the shit that kind of trips me out. Like, the way that these fucking toxic people are, they like that shit. They like the attention. They like the chaos, the people talking. Like, it's just, they're on some whole other shit, bro. That's why we don't fit in. Don't try to fit in with these fucking people. Don't try to fucking be like them. We're not like them. Fucking keep it moving, bro. Stay out of these fucking situations. You don't have to be around that shit. Don't let these motherfuckers fuck with your energy.
You ever be out in public and you got all eyes on you, everybody just looking at you? Just know that's because you vibrating at a high frequency. Every time you walk in the room, everybody gotta look at you. It's because you stick out like a sore thumb. You got a pure heart, pure intention, pure soul. Which is why it's very important for you to protect your energy. Not a lot of people have good intent in this realm. A lot of people are gonna want to drain you of your energy and use it for their own self. You know, growing up as a kid, everywhere I go, I would always get stared at, and I wouldn't understand why. And even to this day, I still get stared at everywhere I go, every room I walk into. And I'm realizing it's because I'm vibrating at a high frequency that most people cannot attain. So when they see me, they are naturally attracted to me. So if you're always getting stared at every place you go, don't think of it as a bad thing. Think of it as a good thing. I love you. Have a great day.
my normal content, but I found the craziest city on Google Maps, and I have to show you.
Supposedly that place runs off of free energy.
It was originally declassified in 2003. I read it, and here's what you need to know. The document talks extensively about something called hemisync, which is when your left brain and your right brain are in sync to shift out of your current reality.
Go on YouTube, look up Meditative Soul and Hemisync, the Gateway Experience. You'll notice that 4 videos are hidden. There used to be 6. I've listened to them all. These recordings, including the 4 that are hidden, they're from a long time ago, and they're quite legendary. From what I understand, these recordings, they are very close to what the government used to help sync up the left and right brains. Unfortunately, most of them are hidden, but try these 2 out and see what your experience is. I think that you can buy them from the Monroe Institute shop, but try them out first. See how you like them.
Alright, peeps, that's pretty much it for tonight. Hopefully you guys enjoy. I'm calm now. I'm at peace. I make my own reality. The government obviously knows about free energy, and we need to harness our own power, our own desires, whatever helps us to grow. There's a lot of things out there. Knowledge is power. And, don't go believing everything. Let it resonate with you. Whatever does resonate with you, take it, use it however you want to. I'm just putting information that interests me, that piques my interest. And hopefully, it helps others to figure out the truth. But yeah, there's a lot of things hidden from us, and we need to know, and we need to break free from these bondages that they keep us enslaved with. So free your mind. Try to find ways to do that. Spooky 2. Right frequencies.